Emotionally intelligent people are not always the loudest in the room. They do not need to win every argument. They do not rush to react. They do not make every emotion someone else's problem. Instead, they pause. They listen. They notice what others miss. They understand that silence can be wiser than proving a point, and self-control can be stronger than having the last word. But emotional intelligence is not about being perfect. It is about knowing what you feel, without letting every feeling control what you do. This is the psychology of emotionally intelligent people. One of the clearest habits of emotionally intelligent people is that they pause before they react. They understand that emotions are real, but not every emotion needs to become an immediate action. When they feel angry, when they feel angry, when they feel hurt, they do not immediately try to hurt back. When they feel misunderstood, they do not always force someone to understand them in that moment. Instead, they create space between what they feel and what they choose to do. That small space is powerful because many people damage relationships, not because of what they felt, but because of what they did while they were overwhelmed by that feeling. Emotionally intelligent people still feel anger, sadness, fear, disappointment, but they have learned one important thing. A feeling can visit you without being allowed to drive your life. Emotionally intelligent people do not listen only to reply. They listen to understand. This sounds simple. This sounds simple because many people listen while preparing their defense. Because many people listen while preparing their defense. To correct the other person, to correct the other person, to prove why they were right. But emotionally intelligent people understand something deeper. When someone is speaking from pain, the first thing they need is not always an answer. Sometimes they need to feel heard. So instead of interrupting, they stay present. They notice the words, tone, the silence between the sentences. They listen not only to what is being said, but also to what is being felt. And that is why people often feel safe around them. Not because they always have the perfect advice, but because they make others feel like their emotions are not a burden. Another hidden habit of emotionally intelligent people is that they do not take everything personally. They understand that people often speak from their own pain, their own stress, their own insecurity, their own unfinished battles. So when someone is rude, they do not immediately assume, "This is about me." When someone is distant, they do not instantly believe, "I must have done something wrong." When someone reacts emotionally, they do not always absorb that emotion as their own. This does not mean they tolerate disrespect. It means they know how to pause before making someone else's behavior part of their identity. Because when you take everything personally, you give other people too much power over your inner peace. Emotionally intelligent people ask a different question. Instead of asking, they ask, what might be happening inside this person that has nothing to do with my worth? Have you ever taken someone's behavior personally, only to realize later it was more about their pain than your worth? Share your thoughts in the comments. Emotionally intelligent people have another quiet strength. They can name what they feel. This may sound small, but it changes everything, because when you cannot name an emotion, that emotion often controls you from the dark. You may say, "I'm fine," when you are actually hurt. You may say, "I am angry," when underneath the anger, you feel rejected, ignored, or afraid of not being enough. Many people react to the surface emotion without understanding the deeper one. But emotionally intelligent people slow down enough to ask, "What am I really feeling? Is this anger? Or is it disappointment? Is this jealousy? Or is it fear of losing someone? Is this sadness? Or is it exhaustion from pretending to be okay?" The more clearly you can name what is happening inside you, the less likely you are to let it come out in destructive ways, because emotions become easier to manage when they are no longer hidden from you. The most powerful habit of emotionally intelligent people is that they choose response over reaction. A reaction is fast, automatic, emotional. It often comes from the wounded part of you. But a response is different. A response has space in it, awareness, choice, self-respect. Emotionally intelligent people know that they cannot control every feeling that rises inside them, but they can choose what they do with it. They can feel anger without becoming cruel. They can feel hurt without becoming destructive. They can feel fear without letting fear make every decision. This does not make them weak. It makes them grounded. Because real strength is not always the person who speaks the loudest. Sometimes it is the person who feels everything deeply and still chooses not to lose themselves. That is emotional intelligence. Not the absence of emotion, but the ability to stay connected to yourself, even when your emotions are loud, sometimes, or sadness, or fear. It is about not letting those emotions turn you into someone you do not want to become. It is the quiet strength to pause, to listen, to understand yourself, and to choose your response with care. Because the most emotionally intelligent people are not emotionless. They are deeply human. They just know how to stay grounded, even when something inside them is shaking. If you enjoy videos about psychology, human behavior, and personal growth, subscribe to Zin Insights for more.